We've completed our report on a dimensional analysis of the Darcy-Weisbach equation. The last thing I wanted to demonstrate is how you might render this into different file types. So far we've been rendering into an HTML file, but if we go to our preview button and the little arrow next to it, there are other options for different file types we might render to. For example, we could render to a Microsoft Word document. If I click on that, then it's going to automatically pop up with a Word, a docx file that it created called dimension.docx. Again, that's going to be in the same directory where the markdown file is located. And you can see how our title is there, dimensional analysis examples, our first level header, and all of the text and mathematical notation we just generated. Including the math in a mathematical format or the Microsoft Equation Editor format. So Microsoft Equation Editor is compatible with LaTeX math definitions. In fact, you can actually type in LaTeX directly into the Equation Editor and it knows how to interpret it. So we can create a Microsoft docx file, and also we can create a PDF. Now, in order to create a PDF, you're going to have a LaTeX compiler installed on your system that's compatible with your system. For example, I've installed the MikTeX LaTeX compiler that is compatible with Windows that the Pandoc can use, because what Pandoc actually does is it creates a LaTeX file from the Markdown first, and then it compiles the LaTeX into a PDF file. So it's a two-step process when you make a PDF. So if I click on PDF, Pandoc is going to turn the Markdown into a LaTeX file, and then compile the LaTeX file to a PDF. And you can see that here's the render command with Pandoc. You can see output created dimension.pdf, and we see this dimension.pdf file. I use Sumatra PDF Reader a lot. Let me zoom in on this a little bit, which lets us look at this PDF file. Here's the title, dimensional analysis example, first level header, and here's all of the text that we generated with our Markdown. So we can make different types of files with this. Also, I think, let's give this a quick try. I think one of the output options we can do here is to keep the text source file used to produce the PDF. So let's give this a try. I haven't tried this before. I just configured the Pandoc use here. Oh, and there's the text file. So we can open up that text file and take a quick look, and this is what LaTeX looks like. Again, it's another type of text file. It's a formatting text file, and you can see the LaTeX math in here from all the math that we generated. But it's a much more powerful formatting language than Markdown is. So if you really want to take a lot of control over the formatting of a document, you could use LaTeX instead of Markdown. But that's outside of the scope of this class. I just wanted to give you a quick demo.